There, guys, I'm just on here live just for just testing my Showdown cars. That is the Showdown themselves. I already have a mod at Harry's. I left it there the last time that I sent something, but it got in late, so it wasn't able to enter. So I left it there, and I'm just here trying to promote the Showdown. As you can see, there's a link right here to the rules. I'm gonna post the rules link on the chat, and you guys are interested in joining the Showdown, you have time. Uh, Very easily to get into it is get yourself the Showdown chassis kit from Stock Car Corner. This is 84.99. So all you would need is this, and there are a couple of bodies that are available from Atlantis models. There is the Chevy Nova, the Camaro Z28, and the Trans Am. So those model kits are about 20 bucks. A couple cans of paint. Interior wise, you could get an interior from eBay. I posted a link on my last video I did on you can build this, and that was the orange Camaro that I have right here, along with the green Mustang, which is another entry I have going in with the bigger motor. And you could go ahead and use the 3D printed uh, interior, and I will show you that real quick here. Real easy. That's all it is. And I've used this on the this car right here. I'm always hitting the controllers. That's one thing about that. There's the interior. That's the 3D printed interior. So it's fairly simple. You could get into it really easily. So you don't have to worry about making an interior. I know interiors could be really a little bit more complex. Sometimes I run into issues, making stuff out of Q-tips, the roll bars, which you can do. Use a UV glue or sometimes thin brass. I've done that before. But this is really the easiest way to do it for guys that are getting into it. And this is a nice 3D printed tray, and all you're doing is paint the roll bar, the driver, the helmet, which I did, whatever interior color you want. I mean, it's fine. This is an interior, so it's not a Lexan interior, which isn't allowed. So this is a 3D printed interior, and these are 10 bucks on eBay. And I left a link on my last video. I'll post the link here probably later on if anybody else comes on and is interested. But I know it's after Christmas, and I'm only doing lives now for just promoting the Showdown and running my cars. I'm gonna stay off of just interactive lives for now and let the other guys do it because they seem to be a little bit better at it than I am. So, but I'm gonna run some cars. If you guys are interested and have any questions, please let me know. Appreciate it. Again, you know, it's not hard to do this stuff, so I'll try and keep an eye on the chat and keep up with you guys as I run some cars. Also have my timer on, by the way, so I don't know if you could see it. Probably not, because probably on one camera you can, because I don't have a dedicated camera to actually put that on this Apple eCam, because for some reason I'd have to get a network camera. I'm not going to do that. So here's the Showdown car, the orange Camaro. This is from the kit. Let me see if I could get you guys on the screen here for how would you say should have done just so I could see your comments. This is a super slow computer I have on here. Probably need to bug Harry for another computer because this one's just way too slow. Let me go to my channel here, downsize this, and see if I could find my live feed. Oh, come on. That's the fun part about having an old computer. Cyber, hello, how you doing? Oh yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. The offset stripe. Yeah, that was just by choice. The computer's responding finally. Being as slow as dog snot. And it still won't do what I want it to do. Oh, crap, I don't want. Oh, man, really? There we go. There's the live feed. Of course, it's not moving. hopefully there's no stuttering or delay, because I know I've been experimenting with eCam, so hopefully this won't be as juddery. Again, my computer is super slow here. There we go. Keep on your guy. Here you go. There's your chat. So keep an eye on that. And timer on. So we're gonna run the car here. Just do some shakedown. Alright, 2.628 best time so far with this car. Well, on my track, Harry's to be more because his track is longer. So far, so good. Another good time, 2.624. Oh, and there goes a wipeout. Pretty good, right on its head. Oh, of course, they turn into hammers. That's what they're for. They get beat up, they get beat up. Oops. Nope. Anybody watching that hasn't gotten into this, if you have any questions about it, please ask. Hope you can hear me on my mic. I know I have it kind of far away, but sometimes putting on the camera or the webcam microphone, it makes it really like weird sometimes. A lot of background noise. That's why I like using this boom mic. It eliminates that. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ted. Appreciate that. Oh, better. There we go. 2.609. Cut off like 20 thousandths of a second there. Looks like almost. Jackknife. Tracking up. A little popping. Alright. Clean our tires here. Oh, that's the other one here. That's the other car. Wrong controller. So, do you have any questions? If anybody's new on here, I know the usual guys that are on here are here. Use your leaf blower yet? Yeah, I have actually in the backyard. My son gave me that as a gift because he bought one himself, and he has been doing work on his house, so he gave me that as a gift Christmas morning. So no, I didn't use it to clean on my track. No, I was just a joke. I use a tack cloth. A tack cloth is what you use for when you're before you paint, and it really I use it before I paint my body. I'll show you them. This is what they are. They're called tack cloths. Get these from Amazon. They give you a lot of them. They work real well for getting the dust off your track. That's what I usually do now. Besides Swiffer, I'm grabbing the wrong car now. This is that was a Mustang. So I didn't even clean the tires. Sometimes you gotta clean the tires here. Hey, what's up, Dave? You didn't have to join me. I thought you were Maybe busy taking your tree down. So I have a link posted to the rules there. I don't know if you guys could copy that. I don't know if that's a clickable link, because again, I'm experimenting with eCam more and more, and I need to read up more on that still. But I've been morning, Dave. I've been my whole goal this year, to be honest, is to do more proxies, promote more scratch building. Now that the chassis kit, which is Dave has said, when we did a live, and he was correct to correct me on the most best thing to come out is the chassis kit, and that really is helps a lot of people to building something like this, because this is basically the chassis kit. There you go, chassis kit and a model kit, paint, and some time, and you got yourself a car. And when you always build one, you end up, of course, getting addicted and wanting to build more. Less break there. More sensitivity. But, yep. That's my goal for 2024. Promoting scratch building more and doing more proxies. And Dave and I and Harry have been talking about getting more of the beginners into this by doing something that has been allowed to do for a long time on the Showdown cars, or more or less the 124th and 125th scale cars. So we're going to do that to get more people their foot into the door, and then if they want to go further, then we'll do that. But that'll be announced pretty soon. I'm going to get together with Harry. Okay, cool, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget, I'm gonna send you your I'm gonna send Tad, when I send your car, it'll be in a separate box, the extra timing kit I have here that I use for Area 51, but I didn't really like how it's for a plastic track, so it was a 2-lane one. So since you got a wood one, all you have to do is buy the brain, which is from TrackMate, but I have the gantry and the 2 sensors. But if you want to forego the gantry, you could get the flood bar, which they call it over there, which is on the gantry there, right below where the car's at. That's actually a bunch of sensors. May make it easier, but it's up to you. Hey, what's up, Stock Car Dojo? How you doing? Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yep, we do have some good plans for 2024. I enjoyed doing the live streams, but it was a lot for a whole year, like Raul said, and I'm just going to step back from doing live streams and talking in front of a camera for, about this and that. I'd rather start really refocusing my attention to more of the scratch building stuff. Maybe once in a while I'll go down to Area 51 and run some cars, but I really want to get onto the scratch building because that's really where my heart is set. Ooh, nice wipe out there. And that's what I really enjoy the most. So that car is running good. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, it's not moving. Okay, what's going on here? Maybe that wipeout did something good. Let's see. Out here. It's not all the way. Alright. Okay, scared me there a little. Alright, that car's all set. So this other car that I have is... So this is my own build. So this is a rattle pan chassis. This is Mark Thomas's casting. It's a Mustang, which they did make this car, but it was only raced once because it wasn't really It doesn't really look like a Mustang, but it is, maybe only in the back. But they didn't really want the car to race because it didn't look like the car. But there's a chassis. So this is a bigger motor. This is the 17.5 and K Predator motor. So it's about 2 seconds faster. So this is just, when you start out and then you start branching out with more cars, this is what you get into. Making different designs, rattle pans, drop guides, you go and you experiment and you build what you like and what your preferences are. So So I don't think I'll get into Showdown cars done in time. Can't decide on a body. Well, I don't know, Stock Car Dojo. What body are you gonna decide on? Remember, there's 3 Atlantis kits, dude. Just get an Atlantis kit. Let your imagination go. Hog out the wheel wells and freaking go for it, man. I mean, that's all you have to do. I mean, and then later on, you could just for next year build another body you want, or for the SummerSlam, build the body. Look for a body you want. But I would just get into it, just to send one in. That's how you start. But this car doing pretty good here. Got a 2. It's the best lap. It's 2.5. This is a heavier car, and it's got more brake on it. So you see how much brake that is? And I don't have the brake all the way on, so it's pretty tightly wound. 2.525. There we go. Not bad. I'm gonna sand down a certain part of my track there. George, get started on my Baja Beetle. It's just for fun, not a proxy, but it's pretty cool looking. Oh, cool. Yeah, see, that's the fun part about that. You could build what you want. That's the whole idea. See, Tad has the right idea. Build what you want to go on your track. I mean, maybe you don't have to build for the Showdown, but if you build a car and get experience that way, that's a good way of doing it. How big do you make the wheel openings? So let's see. So I don't have a car that doesn't have. So you just make them large enough to go over the tire. You know what I mean? Because when you put these tires on, at least it's going to be lower. So when you hog them out, you're just hogging them out almost probably about way above the fender line here. You can see. You see how much I left there. So you don't want to do. You could do if you leave a little bit too much, then you make it weak there. But enough to give it to where the tire will fit on there, and it'll give you that illusion of that dirt track look, and that's what you're doing. And it's not hard to do. I mean, the videos that I've done, it's not very difficult. You just get yourself a Dremel, and don't be afraid to use a Dremel and Dremel it out. That's all you do. It's not very hard, and that's these other cars, for example. Here's the Carrera GTO body. This is one of my first Showdown cars I did when my first scratch builds. You can see how much I hogged that one out compared to the stock, body from a Carrera. And you could grab one of these out, Joe, because I know you have these, and you can see the difference, what they look like. And this car is a lot of meaning to me because this is one of the very first ones I did, and I made it look like a dirt racer by putting makeup, which was my wife's suggestion, and dusting it and then painting it. And that's the illusion I got. It's got dirt all over it. But if you look at Google and you look at dirt track cars, you could get that as an example to see what they look like. And that's all you're mimicking is that. We'll run this one. You're just making the example out of that car. So this is with the this has the Piranha motor, which was the early Showdown rules we had. We've gotten out of the Piranha motor and used the Predator ones now. So I probably put a bigger motor in this, like the long can one, and it'd be pretty good. But it runs good, and the motor hasn't burned out, so I'll just keep it in there. But this is one of my favorite cars because it was my very first one, and also there is videos of how to make this chassis. This is called the Stinker chassis. So if you guys look up the Stinker chassis, thanks, man, thanks, Lockhart. Then look up the Stinker chassis videos, which Harry does have on the rules, by the way. If you look up, you click that right there on the bottom. There's another video series on how to make a Stinker chassis, and that's how I learned how to do this car. Stinker chassis is basically shows you how to do your own guide and stuff like that, which is fairly easy. you know. But if you want to like substitute with a tongue guide that's already pre-made, or get the darn get the darn chassis kit and just use one of my videos that I've done and Dave's on how to build the the chassis kit one, and you could use that as well because the chassis kit doesn't offer everything for you, and it's all there, and even on the back of the box, it has the UPCs on them, so when you click these, it goes to the videos on how to build them, and they're not hard to build, like I said. So, but again, all for fun. There you go. There's that one. So here's one car that really what started the showdown, and Harry gave this car to me because it's a little piece of history. This is a USAC car. Basically, this is a Carrera-bodied one where they hogged out the wheel wells, and you could see they really lowered it because all the posts are pretty much way up on there. That's why they have these washers to hold it on. Otherwise, the screws would come through the chassis. But this is an example of that, and this I've improved by putting a newer motor and then putting the slotted and the aluminum wheels. And this car is a real cool, fun car. This is the prelude to the Showdown series, and this is a car that's been around a long time. But this is another fun car to run. Oh, as it almost comes off, it almost went back on the slot. All right, probably have to clean the tires. A little loosey goosey, but this car moves. Yeah, we better clean the tires on that. Too much looseness. There you go. Hey, Michael. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for your message last night. I'm sorry I didn't respond back to you. I saw that you messaged me. I was already asleep. Too Christmased out. There we go. There we go. This is a real low car. It looks cool. And this is what I did also to one of the Carrera ones I did as well. Just lowered it. This one's a little bit more lower than the other one I have, but not by much. This is a fun car to run. And this is before chassis kits and people, before they started making brass chassis. This is what Harry and Dave and those guys did, which was get an existing car and modify it. And there's nothing wrong with that because you can still do that with these Carrera cars to make them handle great. A little bit of tender love and care, and they run really good. Hey, Harry, how you doing? I'm trying to promote more of the Showdown to everybody here to get their button gear to build the chassis because we have a chassis kit for it. So there's no excuse, really, and there's plenty of model kits. There's 3 bodies available. Or if you want to find one on eBay. Or get a Carrera-bodied car like I did on my first one and modify that one. There's plenty of the USAC NASCARs available if you want to use that too. You just take off the livery and alcohol and paint your own body up in your own fantasy livery. Make it look like a dirt car. Ooh. Alright, I'll give him a little bit more brake because I don't have much brake. A little bit more brake on this one. A little wilder on the corners. This car is just an absolute blast to drive. Look at the commentary. Hey, yes, sir. Good stuff indeed. Slot Valley Racing, Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining me. I am promoting the Showdown 2024, which is from January, I think 22nd, right, Harry? Look at the date. So, with the chassis kit available and a couple of paint cans, and you don't have to use airbrush, rattle cans, and some Atlantis body kits, you could have a car done in a week or two, and it'd be ready for the Showdown. And I already showed you guys where to get the interiors, which is the 3D interiors, printed interiors from eBay, which are $10. So you don't have to worry about an interior. What do you want, Mitzi? What? Come on. You shouldn't be in here. My dog. My wife is out doing some errands, so they're like little withdrawals. So that is this baby right here. This is an awesome car. I love this thing. This thing is fun to drive. And here's another one. This is an oldie but goodie. Harry knows about this one. This is another one of my early ones. This is his body that he sent me, Shapeshifter Camaro. And this is a cool looking car. And this is got the Piranha motor as well. Or yeah, the Piranha motor. The early ones. I could change it to the other Predator long cam motor. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. Oops. That motor's starting to go out, you can see. So this one will probably have to be. See, now I just woke up again. Yep, another good car here. January 20th. There you go, guys. Thanks for putting that link there, Harry. Another fun car, man. This thing is just a well-balanced running car. When the motor works, may have to change the motor. But for now, it's working. I'll wait till it completely craps out like the two mods I have. If the motors went out by me. 2.54, 2.5. Yeah, not bad. 2.5s. It's a cool running car. And again, let's get my Showdown cards. Here you go, Harry. Thanks for posting those. Tad, where can we see your pics and your projects or on Facebook? I think Tad is on Instagram mostly. He's not on. He doesn't really do Facebook, do you, Tad? You're mostly Instagram. But you should go on the forum, Tad, and post your. As a matter of fact, Tad does go on the forum. Excuse me. Sorry, Tad. If you go on the forum, Michael Squire, which I'm sure you're a part of, which I hope you are, that's where you can find Tad's builds. He's doing also a mod that he made a roll cage for it out of brass, and the whole thing's like the chassis out of brass. It's really cool looking. That's where his builds are at. Alright. Oh, cool. Racetrack Phoenix is gonna. That's good. I'm gonna be seeing Kevin tomorrow, Harry. So I'll talk with him more about that and see what. Kevin's always got some really small things he could put as prizes and billboards and stuff. He's a very very giving person, so I'm sure I'll have a lot of cool stuff for that, which would be really nice. So you guys, this is why I'm always pushing these type of proxy events. That's why I was very happy that the midget madness worked out the way it did. So we'll do that again next year, and we're already got some plans on what motors we're gonna end up exactly using and stuff like that. But I have to get a page together for that, and I will definitely do that. Okay, good. You are. I am a foreign baller, of course. All right. Yeah, smaller ones like tire racks and such. Yeah, and then he's got a lot of that stuff in car stands. I mean, their car stands are pretty cool. Here's an example of a car stand, and you could paint it and then put your decals on it, and yeah, cool. Put your 120, 132nd, 124 scale car on it. 124 scale car fits on there. I'll show you my Camaro that I'm currently trying to find an interior for because I was a dummy and threw away all my interior pieces for this because I've had this for a while. So here's a 124 scale car and it fits on there just fine. So fits on there perfectly. Really good, really cool stands. And he makes ones that are like ramps. I don't have any ramps here, and they're angled. They're on an Area 51. I have them downstairs. They're like ramps that. Actually, I may have one up here. Hold on. Oh, here I do. Here are the ramps. Had to go underneath the table. Here are the ramps. For cars on. These are really cool. And here are the tire racks. These are really easy to build. You could paint them and put little decals on them wherever, Uniroyal, whatever you find any. This is tire rack. And then these are cool also. They're little like canopy covers for cars too. And they have the home racing. This is an early one that Kevin did for me. And then I have an Area 51. And then you could get your own custom stuff. I mean, if you send him your emblem, he could do it for you a little extra money. Like say Slot Valley Racing, if you wanted Slot Valley Racing, you want a smaller one, for HO or 143. I think he does HO. I can't remember, but I know Slot Valley Racing is a HO. Do that also. Yep, to fit into the boxes back to entrance correct. Yep. And then there's also the Home Racing World sign, which is cool. I'm gonna be picking one up tomorrow. Definitely gonna pick one of those up tomorrow because I want to put one over there. And then they have a new control tower that I want to do for over there. Is that part of the track I need to do, and then I need to finish on this other side that you can't, kind of right here where the camera's at. This side right here, all needs to be. I don't have lights there yet, so I'm still slowly working on the track. I put in an American flag on the other end, as you can see there, and of course they're facing forward because that's the way the American flag is. It's always advancing. It's never retreating. So I made sure I made them go forward out toward the windows. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff from Racetrack Scenics. I know I talked to Harry because Harry has a really cool diorama, and he's used it before, and it's like a shop, and it has a underground lift hoist, and then he added his stuff, an engine hoist, and it's cool when he does it because he'll put like a slot car motor and it's hanging on the hoist, and that'd be cool to make a diorama of a garage, so that way, kind of like an inside of a garage. And I talked to Kevin about that, see if you could build something like that and offer it, and this way you could put your stuff and make your own diorama, which is kind of nice to take photos for. And that's a lot of this stuff is good for. Now, what I like is that you could remove it and put it back on the track, which is always fun. So pro track fronts are 230 seconds. 10 altogether. Insert with are there 124 insert style wheels that use smaller axles? Yeah, Harry, there is. Yes, older pro track fronts. I think doesn't. I think. I think. I don't think they offer it in 230 seconds. Do they, Harry? On the deep inserts, the inserts. I can't remember. I'm trying to look. My wheel stock here, and I'm not sure if they do. They offer just the steely stuff. Yeah, you can sleeve it down too. You can do that with brass. That could be done. It's not hard to do. I think I did it one time on one car. Whoa. See you later, Tad. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by today. Run some more cars. Some of these guys here. Fire ready. Oh. 2.4. Here you go. That's yep. That is a conversion to I can't. Yeah, check that one out there, Harry. You got me interested in that. I forgot we had that one out there, didn't we? For the chassis. Oh, the PCH stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's right. I forgot about that, Harry. Damn it. Yep, conversion 1/8 to. I had to get me a couple of those. Oh, come on. Cat disappeared on me. Hit hide chat on accident. My slow laptop. There it is. All right. Do need to stand this down. That's what I'm gonna have when Dave comes over here. Dave's gonna have to help me smooth this out here, so I'll need his track advice. I think that's the only area that needs a little bit of smoothing. Can't. Let's see here. All right. Show me some food this morning. Whoa. Really went over. Dave has my other counterpart to this car that I gave him as a gift. He's got that Ford. It's the same motor and chassis. Well, actually, it's a wire one, but it's pretty similar to this one. Whoa. Wipe out there. Oh yeah, I'm glad it does. It's both fun cars. Whoa. There's more to hammer and hammer more and more. Come on. Excuse me. There we go. Clean the tires on this. Clean the tires. There we go. Whoa. Almost back on its head there, on back in the slot almost. All right. Guys, any questions on anything? Who hasn't who is not familiar? So that's pretty much it. Just thought I'd run some cars. Got my Showdown cars tested, the ones that I'm sending, the Camaro and the Screen Mustang. Excuse me. I need coffee. Now I need to work on my Nats cars. I have one that I had built for a while, but I need to get an interior set up for it. And I'm gonna have to get the Fairlane, which I'm gonna be building next. So I'll be busy. And then there's also Mark's proxy, Mark Thomas, which he has his NASCAR one. I haven't even started that one. I selected my body; it's up there, so I got to get working on that. So, yep, great way to start the day. So that's it. Thought I'd show off, you know, coffee NASCAR. Yeah, I thought I'd just let everybody know about the Showdown 2024 that's coming up. The chassis kits available from Slot Car Corner, and in Atlantis kits, the bodies and the 3D interiors that are available that I've showed on the last video. And check that out. That is the You Can Build This, which is the orange Camaro. And I post the links on where you can find that, and they're also on the description as well. So I mean, there's a way to get a chassis and a car built within a few weeks to meet the deadline. So, but uh, the, which logo, Harry? I'm trying to think. Can you email me the Racetrack ONG logo? Oh, the Racetrack Phoenix one. Gotcha. I could do that. That's not hard. No problem. If that's what you're talking about. Oh, you mean the? Okay, I got you. Hold on a second. Let me post it right here, Harry. You're talking about the link for the 3D and then the Racetrack Scenics logo. I could send you that if you need that, if that's what you're talking about. I'll have you text me and then we could talk about it more. I could send you that through texting. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off. I hope the broadcast was good. There was no stuttering because I know the last time I did this, there was a lot of like intermittent like jolts. So hope that that didn't do that because I know in the last one there was a lot of stuttering, and I think it's because there was something on the settings I didn't do, but hopefully it came out good and there was no issue. So, as always, guys, thanks a lot. And take care, and as always, have fun racing. See ya.